You're listening to and watching the Fat Bidin podcast with me, Aizil, and I'm assuming Zan Azli.
Yes.
And this week we're talking about. What are we talking about, huh? Sabotage!
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so Sabotage.
Yes, it's a Beastie Boys song from the album.
Sabotage!
No, I think it was from Il Comunicado, right?
I don't know.
No, well.
I'm not old enough to know what is a Beastie Boys.
You don't know Beastie Boys?
What is a Beastie Boys?
It's a boy that is in beast mode.
Ah. Okay, anyway. For real though. We're gonna try something a bit different. Where we're actually gonna be trying to be a bit more informative instead of asking you to Google stuff lah. So we're gonna be talking about the issue of the detention of Dato Sri Khairuddin Abu Hassan,
Oh, is that Sri here?
yeah,
Okay.
and his lawyer Matthias Chang.
Yes.
This will touch on topics of the laws, SOSMA,
Pota,
POTA, POCA,
Puki.
the Penal Code, and ISA. I mean, like, we're not going in depth into all of that. He's actually just detained. The two of them are actually just detained under SOSMA.
Yeah, basically, if you want to go in depth, you just Google it.
Yes. But yeah, I'm actually pretty nervous because I don't know whether I'm read up enough lah.
As you see, I am, because I'm
Yes.
just very calm.
Okay. Okay. So the issue is that a former UMNO division chief,
Yes, from Penang.
yeah, former Batu Kawan UMNO deputy chief actually,
Yep.
Dato Khairuddin Abu Hassan, was
Deputy Chief.
former. He was detained in early October, or what's before October? I didn't research that.
September.
Towards the end of September, before he was supposed to go to New York to
Apparently,
apparently.
meet with the FBI.
Well, his lawyer actually confirmed it.
Oh, yeah, like
He was supposed to go to New York.
Because I remember we did a follow up. Well, there was a follow up on who he was going to meet at in New York, and the FBI denied that he was going to meet them.
I see.
Yeah, but the lawyer Matthias, Matthias Chang confirmed it lah.
In an interview, it's reported lah that he said so. Reportedly.
So you did not speak to Matthias lah.
No. Anyway, so yeah. Do you know about this case?
Of course.
Well, what's it about?
Basically, before he was going to go,
Yeah.
well, Dato' Khairuddin has been going to different countries making police reports against 1MDB.
Yes. Not
Right.
necessarily police reports, but like
Just reporting
providing evidence,
information to authorities
yes.
and all that lah. Those who are
Yes.
supposed to monitor and all that, business transactions and all that, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Of 1MDB transactions in other countries.
What are the countries that he went to actually provide this information?
Okay, well, he was supposed to go to New York, apparently.
Yep.
Before that, he went to London,
Mhm.
Singapore, Hong Kong, and Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the places he went. So he was on like a global tour. That's
So-
what a lot of these news sites are using. Global tour against.
These countries were entertaining him, ah?
Apparently, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. Reportedly.
So now, because of his global tour,
Yeah.
the authorities in Malaysia have decided to detain him under, what was he detained under?
Okay. Originally, when he was arrested, it was under the Penal Code 124C.
Wow.
Okay, that is what that's the one regarding parliamentary democracy. Okay.
That means he was a threat to parliamentary democracy.
Yes.
Mm.
But then when they detained him, they decided they moved the investigations. They forwarded it to sections 124K and 124L. What these sections mean is related to sabotage.
Sabotage.
Yeah. So 124K is whoever by any means directly or indirectly commits sabotage. Okay.
Okay.
124L is whoever attempts to commit sabotage. So they are investigating for these lah. And
What is sabotage?
okay, wait.
Why did they say that he's sabotaging? What did? Okay, go on.
Okay. So here's where like I think is the informative bit of our thing lah.
Whoa, okay, let's see.
Okay, so he's being investigated under the penal code, right? But he's being detained by using provisions under SOSMA.
Okay.
What does SOSMA stand for?
I don't know, you read up on it?
It is the security offences. Okay, security offences parentheses Special Measures Act. Okay, so it's special measures towards security offences.
Okay.
Okay. So so sabotage is in relation to security offences lah.
Okay.
Okay. And so under SOSMA, he's allowed to be detained without trial for up to 28 days. Not exceeding 28 days.
Okay.
So that's the situation we're in right now lah. That he's in right now lah. I think like a week later, his lawyer who had followed him to visit these countries was arrested also for.
And the funny thing, he was being arrested while visiting his client.
Yes. So that a lot of people were upset because like, hey man, he's a lawyer doing his job.
Yep.
So a lot of people were. It seemed lah, right, that he was being arrested to get information of what Khairuddin was sharing with all these other people, because Matthias is just acting as the lawyer.
Yep, representing him.
Yeah.
Which is in like full rights lah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is actually not right lah, that you are threatening a lawyer to get information
From the client.
From the client.
Yeah.
But how it's going down, I'm also not sure lah, because a lot of these things, no, that's the problem with these forms of laws, where like you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes.
No, I like, okay, look at these laws, right?
Okay.
SOSMA, POTA and all these.
Yeah.
These laws were done supposedly to replace the ISA, and the ISA is supposed to be abolished, right?
Yeah, the ISA was repealed in 2011.
So it was.
Yeah.
So now we're having all this POTA and SOSMA and all that in its place.
Yeah.
Remember when it first...
Wait.
Okay.
People are saying it's in its place, but the government is not saying that it's in its place. It's not replacing it.
It's just a new thing lah.
Yeah.
Right? And people are saying it is because it's kind of like as vague as the ISA lah.
Yes. The
right.
trial without detention.
Trial without detention, and people who have the authority is basically just like the ministry and the minister and all that kind of thing, right? Okay, well, it says
yes.
as I think the POTA has a panel, right?
There's a board.
Yeah, there's a board, which is picked by the Prime Minister, right?
Technically the Agong.
The Agong.
Yeah, but they have like requirements of who gets to be. You need like certain level of experience.
Yep. And when these laws were implemented, the people who were bringing this law to Parliament, was proposing for these laws, said that, well, the people said that, okay, these laws are so vague that it can be abused.
Yeah.
Right? And these people said, no, these laws are put in place to protect, and we will not use it to abuse. We will not abuse it.
Yes. Okay. So I think it's important to explain what these POTA, SOSMA, everything is. There are different laws lah.
Okay.
So POTA is the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Its purpose is to provide for the prevention of the commission or support of terrorist acts involving listed terrorist organizations in a foreign country, or any part of a foreign country and for the control of persons engaged in such acts. So this will be for terrorism lah. Then there's the Prevention of Crime Act, to provide for the more effectual prevention of crime throughout Malaysia and for the control of criminals, members of secret societies and other undesirable persons. Undesirable persons.
Okay.
So yeah, these are preventive laws lah, to prevent crimes and terrorism. Now SOSMA, POCA is actually an old law that was recently amended to help strengthen all these. They're all supposed to work hand in hand lah, POCA and SOSMA. SOSMA was the one that was like everybody was upset about because of the detention without trial thing, but actually they all kind of have that kind of a provision lah.
Okay.
So SOSMA, the purpose is to provide for special measures relating to security offences for the purpose of maintaining public order and security and for connected matters.
Okay.
So yeah, public order and security, what does it sound like? Okay, like ISA is the Internal Security Act.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it's like it still sounds very similar in its purpose lah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, ISA, this is not as bad as ISA, but you can still detain people.
The only reason it's not as bad as the ISA is because the ISA can detain for 2 years.
Yeah.
And this one is like 28 days.
Yeah. And also there's for SOSMA, every 5 years they have to look into this 28-day detention again and discuss whether it's still necessary.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's used lah, because it was said that it's not intended for like quelling dissent, okay, or like stripping the right to free speech and the right to express views like that. So it said lah. So the thing is, this Khairuddin issue is that they are investigating him for sabotage.
So what is he sabotaging actually? Is he sabotaging the country?
Well, he's trying to get investigations
done against 1MDB.
1MDB, yeah.
So that's considered sabotaging the country?
Yeah, is it? That's the question lah.
Okay, now I'm asking you, is
Yeah.
it considered sabotaging the country?
I cannot answer that because it's
Why
still
can't you
being
answer?
investigated. It's still
No, but you, all the facts that you know, the reporting, the things that you've read, is he sabotaging the country by doing that?
I think you're putting me in a horrible position lah.
Why? I want
That's
to know
accusing
lah.
somebody lah.
Yeah, so yeah, do you think he's sabotaging? In your own personal opinion?
My personal opinion, no.
Okay.
Because 1MDB does not is not equal to Malaysia.
Yeah.
Like, because okay, like how to say? Yeah, an act. Okay, the sabotage is I'm assuming from this scenario, right? It's an act of or omission, an act intending to cause harm for the interests of foreign powers or foreign organizations, right? Because he's going to foreign countries.
Okay.
Yeah, to do harm, but to what? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not to the country, it's to 1MDB.
And the
so the authorities are looking at 1MDB as linked to the country.
Yeah.
So if you harm 1MDB, you're harming the country.
Yeah, but with questions not answered about 1MDB, has 1MDB not caused harm itself? Shouldn't 1MDB be the one being investigated for?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the authorities investigate 1MDB?
Yeah.
Shouldn't the government investigate 1MDB?
For its harm towards
The government.
the country? Yeah. So yeah lah, it's a very interesting scenario lah right now. But yeah, so that you're caught up on what the Khairuddin issue is actually about lah. And it should be more noise lah, I feel, because like it seems very vague and it could happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who can fly overseas and make reports lah.
So Khairuddin has been released.
It has not been reported. I didn't find any report.
But technically, if the number of days of detention, it would have been over already lah by now.
Technically, yeah. But I think there's still like court procedures going on.
Wasn't he like released and then detained again?
That was when he was being investigated for 124C. When he came out, then that's when they forwarded the investigation to 124.
And then he was detained again at the courthouse, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So yeah.
So that was pretty informative.
You know, if you can understand the roundabout
way how we explained it. If not, you can just Google it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, that was everything about Khairuddin and Matthias Chang.
Yeah.
These are all Mahathir cronies, right?
Adi?
No, they were Mahathir's people, Mahathir's friends. Matthias Chang was Mahathir's lawyer also before.
Oh, okay. But
Not mistaken.
Khairuddin has gone on to say, okay, because this Khairuddin thing, he actually, because like you might be asking like why he go other countries to make all these like present these materials and stuff. The thing is, he actually did try to make a report last year in Malaysia, which kind of went nowhere. And at that time, people asked him like, were you doing this like are you being told by
Somebody
other
to do
people?
it.
Some
A
people were
proxy
saying,
to go report.
yeah, like people were saying like Mahathir. He said no, it's his own free will. But you were saying, which is in line with his character, I guess, because he was saying that.
He likes to make police reports too.
Yeah.
Just like the don't give up people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. This week's episode was brought to you by Beastie Boys.
If you like this episode, please share it with people you know.
Yeah.
Please comment, critique us, ask us questions, answer our questions, correct us.
Yeah. Definitely open for corrections. Any lawyers out there, please. Yeah, or suggest a topic that you would like us to let other people know about lah.
Yeah, suggest a topic for us to ask you to Google about.
Yeah.
But not anymore lah, right?
Yeah, I
That
don't
was the
know.
last one. Now you know. Now we're providing you accurate information.
Yes. Yeah. So you've been listening to the Fat Brain Podcast with me, Aizil, and I'm assuming Zan Azli.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.